So, hello fellow coin collectors, this is Glenn, back with another video, and today, well, I've actually got a lot of 10 florins, so I actually purchased these for $5 each, and that was actually at a time when the actual silver content of these, well, still 50%, but it was worth $4. So it was about $4.50 or something. But now, currently, these are up to $7 in silver value because there has been an actual spike in the value of silver. And quite frankly, I am not going to actually buy any more silver. I'm not going to buy it at $7. Because there could be a good chance that the silver price is actually going to go down. Okay, so if there is actually a good website that has the silver value that has been in the past 100 years. So this starts from around about 1915 up into almost until the silver price has increased. So this is actually in US dollars. And you can actually get other websites that actually have you can actually change the currency, but as silver price is actually always traded currently in US dollars, maybe in 100 years it'll be different currency, or 1,000 years definitely be a different currency. I'll just leave it like it is. So this one is on a log scale. So a log scale just means this one goes up by tens, and then it actually gets smaller. So as you see, we have a high price of silver here and here. This is where we are currently. So the high price of silver is, I think it's about $100. And this is inflation adjusted. So up here, inflation adjusted for current prices. And it was about $100 back. No, I'll just bloody do that. So it was $118 in 1980. Okay, 1980 as well. And as you can see, it actually come down in price. So let me get it back again. Okay, and then also in 2011, we had a high price of nearly $40, so it went up to actually $40. And these grey lines here are actually recessions. So here we have the 1930s, so this is the massive recession. This recession here, you can see they've actually factored it in, is also going to be quite massive. It's actually going to be worse than this one. So it's actually a depression. So every 100 years you go through a depression. And that's because everyone is just over leveraged. They just got too much debt and it just needs to be getting rid of. So as you can see, during the Second World War, silver prices actually kept stable and then they started to decrease. And then they just crashed. But then they picked up for about 50 years. So what date is this one? Okay, so 1960s. So for the next 30 years, it was pretty stable. It went up and down, and then it started to increase in the 60s. So this is at a time when they actually took silver out of the actual currency. So from about here. So they took silver out of the currency, so it actually started to increase because it's actually a free floating bullion form. And then in the 90s it also decreased with recessions. So as you can see, we've got a swing up and down, up and down. Obviously here it never decreased to where I reckon the true value is probably around about $10 pretty much. But you know, as the population increases, and the amount of silver doesn't increase with the population, obviously the value is actually going to go up. We also use it in a lot of electronics as well. So because the price is actually a bit high, I'm actually not really going to purchase it. So that's just my take on it. I reckon it'll actually go down after the recession, but you know, they're actually pumping money into the actual economy. So they're actually creating dollars, and a lot of people at the moment, they actually have money to actually purchase silver, because again, excess unemployment benefits, and also so am I. I'm getting $650 off the government, so that means I have a lot of money to actually, well, probably not a lot, but a lot to play with. I could still pay off my mortgage, and I can purchase some of these coins. So I really don't think now is actually a good time to buy silver. It's a good time to sell silver. I don't really think that we'll have hyperinflation. Obviously we'll have inflation because you go buy food at the supermarket and you see the prices increase. The prices have increased about 25 to 50%. That starts of inflation, but I think after the recession it will settle down. The prices won't go down, they'll just stay the same. Like a large box of Special K, I like to eat that. That was at the start of the year about $7, and now it's at $10 a box, the large size. And also a litre of milk, it used to be $1, now it's $1.25, it's 25%. And also meat, meat's just too expensive. I just get cheaper vegetables at a good veggie shop, which a lot of people actually like to go to. So, but that said, I wouldn't buy silver just for the silver, thinking it's an investment. So this is what I'm talking about. But if you wanted to buy silver as so if I actually take out inflation, so this is not inflation adjusted, this is actual values, you can see that I've got $4. Go back, then you got $4 here, you got 15, so 40. So as you can see, silver does make up for the actual inflation. So the actual value of it over the time period does fluctuate with our current dollars, but that is actually a good hedge against inflation. So that is another reason to buy it. And because from here we've only had fiat currencies, you can see the values just kept on going up. It increased when they took the silver out, and then it's just keeping going up. So I don't think it will actually go down to these values here. Definitely not, because our currencies are losing value. So I think it will probably stay up here somewhere in current currencies, and as our currency is devalued, it probably will still keep increasing in value. So that is another reason to keep it. But when we talk about just the general value of the actual silver, I reckon it will eventually drop down to the $10 value in today's currency, which whatever value that is in the future. So that is the only good reason to actually get silver is to hedge against inflation. A lot of these coins do have a numismatic markup, especially these Indian rupees. So these pretty much, even though there's like hundreds of millions of these actually produced, you actually be buying these higher than inflation. With these coins here, you probably buy for bullion value. These ones you will be buying for numismatic value. These ones, commemorative coins, probably buy for numismatic value. Some for bullion value. The bullion values will be the ones, the normal German marks from 1951 to 74. And these ones, 50 cents generally bullion value. As you can see, it has some corrosion on it. That's because it does have copper in it. You've got corrosion on this one. So I need to actually fix that up myself. So that is my take on silver. You can argue against it if you like, but you're not really gonna do much to convince me. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my video and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.